This is the only thing the youth of Haito Gensou no Grimgar remember before awakening in an unknown building in a medieval landscape enshrouded in darkness. They don't remember anything besides their own names. What stranger is that sometimes they catch themselves saying words that they don't understand, even though they seem so familiar. The group of strangers is told that in order to make a living, they would have to join the reserve army forces to keep the town safe from nearby monsters. The stronger looking people form a team to join the reserve army and depart, leaving Manato, Haruhiro, Ranta, Yume, Moguzo, and Shihoru to fend for themselves. But how will they get by if they can't even defeat the weakest of monsters? Born from the ashes of their old memories, the ragtag team of 6 start a new life in the world of Grimgar. So hello everyone, welcome to another anime review. This is Haito Gensou no Grimgar, Haito Gensou no Grimgar, my bad. This is Ray Solution, the solution for your anime needs. And yes, let me get this song going to the end. Beautiful opening, by the way. Pretty good. And there we go. So, this anime, Haito Gensou, I keep saying Sensou for some reason, Gensou no Grimgar. At first, when I saw this anime at first, no episodes coming out, I saw this picture blind and just said, SAO. I saw the plot, SAO. Man, this anime is SAO. Same thing when I watched, when I saw Log Horizon, SAO, it's all SAO. Because when SAO came out, if you don't know what SAO is, Sword Art Online, SAO was the first, I don't know if the first, but one of the first animes, well, the anime that really had a big impact in the anime, just anime in general. It had a huge story, had a good story, and it did very good. For me, I love Season 1. Season 1 was amazing. SAO is the shiz. Season 2 and Season 3 were blah, but they were okay. I don't want to talk any more about SAO right now. I don't want to rant on about it because it's gonna cause a huge commotion. So we're talking here about Haito Gensou no Grimgar. And I said SAO because it kind of has the same topic of people living in a kind of an RPG world. But I was mistaken. I was being stupid. So never listen to Ray Solution, okay? Haito Gensou no Grimgar takes what looks like an RPG world and puts people in it. People don't know this is an RPG. People think of this as a world. Actually, as a matter of fact, these people right here you see in front of you and some other people didn't know what the hell they were in. All they knew was their name. They didn't know where they came from. We don't know where they came from. They talk about things about our world, like the present world. I know they referred to cell phones, and they referred to the moon, I think. Did they? I don't remember, because the moon in, I forgot where they're placed there at, is called. The moon looks different. And they don't know, when they see things, they react to them differently. They're like, is that how it's supposed to be? Why am I referring to this? So, the words they use sometimes refers to the world we live in. So, which makes us think that they were living in that world, but then they were brought to this world. But that was all that was explained in the anime. Not much more of that, in the whole season. So what happened in the season was that these group of people lived their lives, as I said when I was reading the plot. They join the reserve army forces, they defeat monsters, and they keep growing as their jobs. There's specific classes, like an RPG. You get your class, like a mage, archer, priest, knight, thief. If I didn't mention that, by the way, my preference is a thief. I'm always a thief in an RPG. Doesn't have to do with anything with the anime. I'm not siding with the main character here. I just love being a thief. No, don't take that out of context. I ain't stealing nothing. Hide the gold. Okay, never mind. I'm fine. But yeah, so in SAO, I'm sorry, I'm bringing it up again. SAO Log Horizon, that type of anime, you know, where you're living in a world that you're not familiar with. Well, except that in Log Horizon and SAO, they were familiar with the world because they knew about it. They knew it either beforehand because they played games. This right here, people, is not a game, or so we think. We don't know clearly. SAO and Log Horizon, that's a game. You have skills. You know how to use them. They know that they played games before, thus the skills that are implemented in their body in the game are used easily. It's easy for them to kill stuff, but even though SAO, you can die. In Haito Senso no Grimgar, what we don't realize is that in an RPG world, people kill, people have to learn how to fight, and those two things people don't normally know how to do. So when Gensou no Grimgar started, people chose their classes, but they didn't know how to fight anyone. They didn't know how to fight anyone. They were confused. They were scared to kill something because they'd never killed anything before. The actions that they were doing were never done in their life previously. None of them kind of felt like, oh, this is what I should do. Stab. No, that's not normal. It really took something like that and put it to perspective, and where this is how we might actually react. This is how most people would react in that kind of circumstance. You don't kill something right off the bat, but then they learn that they have to kill it either in order to live on. And they find that out in one of the first beginning of a few episodes when Minato died. By the way, review. This is a review. I'm not trying to spoil anything who haven't watched it. This is a review mainly for people who have watched the anime. So if you haven't watched the anime, go watch the anime. And if you haven't gotten that by this part, I am so sorry. But yes, this is a review. So, Minato dies. This just breaks the group apart. Not individually and, together. For some reason, I can't think of the word to get that. But anyway, it makes them sad. Of course, they didn't know what to do. They felt weak. They felt like unable to do anything when Minato died. And our main character, Haruhiro, had no choice but to step up. But he was throughout the whole rest of the anime, he was doubting himself as the leader. And, of course, you may feel that because I can't be the same person that Minato was, because he was so much better than what they needed. Like, he did everything for them, and they didn't really realize that he was so much for the team until he was dead, which was very sad, and it affected the group members in many ways. Like, let me change this. I'm sorry, I know you can see this. Yume, let me go back here. Moguzo, he didn't really have much to show, although, he was sad, of course, but he didn't have much to show. Ranta, I'm just gonna say, Ranta, he kind of fell apart from the group. He felt like it was kind of his fault, right? and he was kind of mad about it. And Shihiro and Yume were both sad about it, and they didn't know what to do. And Haruhiro was also sad about it, and he's always thinking in his mind, what can I do? How can I be like Minato and help these people? Because I don't want us to be apart, because Minato was the one that brought us together. So he didn't want to destroy what Minato had created. And so they didn't have because Minato was a priest, remember? Minato was both the priest and the leader. Let me go over the jobs. So Moguzo is a warrior, Ranta is a dark knight, Shihiro is a mage, I believe, and Yume is an archer, and then of course Haruhiro is a thief, who I like to call not Haruhiro but Hal. Hal. Anyway, so Minato died, of course, and then Mary came in, and she had to take place of Minato's job. She had a past of her own where her teammate some of her teammates died in one of the in the mines against some kobolds, and that affected her entirely until she met this team. Particularly Hal kind of helped her in a way because he was so open to her, and they had a good connection to each other, which I hope will grow and continue to be into a romance, because I love romance, and Medi and Hal belong to each other together. Even though there was one part where Yume and Haruhito looked like they were pretty close, but I'm pretty sure Yume and Ranta are gonna have something. But besides romance, it was just throughout every episode it was pretty sad, because they didn't know what to do. They were confused. They were just confused. They didn't know what to do. They were sad about Minato. They didn't necessarily have the teamwork, and still they didn't really like the idea of killing and such. But then they started to grow. They started to become comfortable with each other, to the fact that they didn't want either of them to die. They didn't want to repeat what happened to Minato. So they stuck close to each other. They help each other whenever they can, especially in the end when Ranta was down below by himself, but he fought through it. He didn't want to give up. But his teammates, when Haruhito, Yume, and Moguzo and Mary, they were both worried about him, but they believed in him. They believed in each other that they're all going to get through this alive, and someday they're going to live a better life in this world, even though they don't know anything about it. And then Hal gets into some shiz, even though he beats it up and beat that one big ass death spot, I think it's what it's called, and Hal beat it up, but Mary was devastated to see Haruhito down there, near death experience. So it's crazy because we don't live in a life such as this where we need to kill like this much in order to make money and in order to make a living in life. And we don't have classes that support us and make us stronger. It doesn't work that way. But when they're brought into this world, of course, I would know what to do, and I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know what to do. But anyway, enough of that. That's just my thing of the anime. Throughout the whole anime, it was just an emotional adventure. I think the main theme of it is just friendship. Believe in your friends. Believe in the people that love you, because they will never give up on you, and you should never give up on them, because together you will grow stronger, I think was kind of the symbol of this. And even though you might lose a one or two, you must stick with each other till the end and continue living on, or else you will always stick to the past. And I don't know, that's all I can get through from this season so far. I really hope there will be a season 2, and I know season 2 talks are ranting about all around the anime world, and hopefully they will come. Hopefully romance will come, and hopefully an explanation of where they came from will come about soon in this anime. I don't read the manga, just saying, so don't blame me on that. I usually watch anime because I feel like that really shows more of the emotion than me just reading it. So that was a lot to talk about, but this anime was, as I said, is an emotional adventure. It is a great anime. It's not like SAO at all. You just really feel connected with these people because they are human beings, and they're not used to this sort of living. So, yes. That's all I have to say. I rate this at a 8.4 out of 10. I mean, yeah, there were some missing parts. This could be better if they focus very closely and not take this and say, oh, we gotta rush it. You gotta take it slow. You gotta do the things that you kept doing in the anime. This anime was very good in a way that I really enjoyed it. I don't know, give me your opinions, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, as I said, give your opinions in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate, guys, and more anime reviews will come in the future. It was beautiful. This has been Resolution, and until next time, stay amazing, people. Peace.